Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be cooking from the Betty Crocker Lost Recipes Cookbook, making the creamy ground beef noodle casserole. The ingredients I'll be using are 1 pound of ground beef, 3/4 cup of green onions that I've sliced up, 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of freshly shredded parmesan cheese, and 12 ounces of freshly shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I'll also be using a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 box of Farfalla noodles, and for my seasonings I have black pepper, garlic salt, and the optional 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. So these are all the ingredients, so let's go ahead and get moved over to the stove and I'll start bringing this dish together. Here at the stove I've gone ahead and added my 1 pound of ground beef into the skillet, and I've started to break it up. And I'm going to allow it to cook for about 5 to 7 minutes or until it's cooked all the way through. And I've also started boiling the pasta. I put in 2.5 cups of the dried pasta into a pot of boiling salted water, and I'll let that go for about 11 minutes or until it's cooked al dente. Once the ground beef was browned all the way through, I went ahead and drained it of any remaining fat and added in the 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. I'll be adding in the garlic salt, black pepper, and crushed red pepper flakes, and stirring this together and allowing it to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it starts to thicken up a little bit. Once the noodles were done, I went ahead and drained them, and now it's time to add in the 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 cup of sour cream, and 1/2 cup of the green onions, along with the 1/2 cup of parmesan cheese, and then these just get stirred together. To assemble the casserole, I'll start by adding half of the noodle mixture into the bottom of about a 3-quart casserole dish or a 9 by 13 inch pan that I've lightly sprayed with cooking spray. This gets topped with half of the beef mixture, and then 3/4 cup of the shredded cheddar cheese. The cheese gets topped off with the remaining noodles, followed by the rest of the hamburger. This now gets topped off with the remaining cheese, and then it's going to go into a 350-degree oven where it'll bake for about 25 to 30 minutes or until it's nice and bubbly and the cheese is melted on the top. Once the casserole came out of the oven, I went ahead and allowed it to sit and cool for about 10 minutes, and then I topped it with the remaining 1/4 cup of green onions. Now all I have left to do is dig in and try it out, and it smells incredible. I can't wait to try a bite of it. Make sure we get a little bit of everything. There we go. This is really good. There's a nice bit of tanginess from the sour cream that I like, and there's definitely a little bit of heat from the red pepper flakes, so those are optional, and you could definitely leave them out if you're not a fan of the spice. For the cottage cheese, I was a little hesitant on adding it in. I'm not a big cooking cottage cheese person, but in here it really works. I don't actually really notice it. It just kind of helped add to the creamy factor. Overall, this is a really good dish from the Betty Crocker Cookbook. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you have enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you tried this recipe out, let me know how it turned out for you. And as always, thank y'all so very much for joining me today. Have a Valker. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.